Whoops. Ah. All right. And we're definitely live, I think, probably. What a hiccup. I'm gonna cough, don't judge me. I don't have the virus. I haven't left for a month. All right, this is probably gonna go on YouTube, so I'm gonna start describing things. What is happening here is this is the first stream of a very short, quick game that I'm making. In reality, I am working on a much larger game, a tactics game, a tactical RPG that'll probably take me 2 years. I'm probably going to be pitching it later, like late summer, early fall, maybe. Probably fall. I've been tinkering with different ideas for that. I've come up with something I really like for that. I'm definitely making that, and that is my primary focus for the next while. Is going to be working on that game. However, for today, I'm going to take a quick break for. I'm going to give myself a maximum of 2 weeks to make a quick little puzzle game. And trying to think. Basically, what happened was yesterday I was talking on a Discord with a couple of friends, and I mentioned that I wish we could make like a lighthearted game about social distancing because I think a lot of this stuff is really bizarre, and I wanted to make a game about it. And I started jamming. I mentioned this, and I thought like I asked Alan. I was like, "Is there a puzzle script game about that could? I don't want to make a whole game. I'm in the middle of making a big game. Is there a puzzle script game that already kind of has the idea of hiding from people or running away from people and that I can use to and like reskin and make a quick little puzzle game?" And instead of pointing me to one, a bunch of designers started like designing different stuff in puzzle script. And one Lucas made a game that I think is just great. Sorry. Let me find it. Called basically he made a quick little game. I had this idea like maybe you're in a supermarket and trying to get stuff, and so he had the idea of grabbing a shopping cart and using it kind of like how in Steven's Sausage Roll you have a shopping cart you pull around, and taking this and trying to get stuff. And I thought it was cute, and so we decided to jam on it real quick. And so we're going to spend 1 week getting like the design of it done and just making that, and then we're going to spend next week doing the art for it. I spent about 8 hours yesterday taking the tactics game I had, ripping everything out of it and turning it back into a block pusher. And I spent most of today getting him onto my Perforce, setting up with Unreal and stuff. And so I have, this is about maybe 10 hours of work of repurposing the code base I had to just, for one thing, make a block pusher again. There's no undo yet, but you can move around. You can grab a cart. This is kind of new. You can push this guy. When you push him, he explodes. I have to fix some bugs with this. And yeah, so I'm rebuilding what he did in Unreal right now. And then after I'm rebuilding what he did in Unreal right now. We talked a bit about what he's gonna do. He's now, Lucas is in Madrid, so it's kind of late there. We just got him set up with Unreal, and he's on Perforce, and we're figuring out how to work together. We did that today, and that's about where we are. And that's the plan. And so that's what I'm going to do here today. So now I'll read chat. Was this in the Thinky Puzzle Games Discord? Nah, I don't, unfortunately, like, I love that Discord, and I definitely post there a lot. I mostly creep there a lot, but there's times when I need to just ping individuals for things like if I have a build for Kine and I need advice, like I'll go directly to Alan or just somebody like that. I'll go to a smaller group of people. I can't blast out builds constantly to like 300 people. Also, like it just gets kind of like, I don't want to say like I'm shy, but like it does reach a point where, God, look at these errors. It does reach a point where you can't just share like your work all the time with that many people. It just becomes too much feedback almost. So no, it wasn't exact. I don't post that much in the Puzzle Games Discord for personal work. Hey Patrick, what's up? COVID bond. Yeah, basically. Hey Tim, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm making a fucking block pusher again. Dude, Tim. It's fun. This is based on, oh, I hope I'm not airing out for everybody else. Because I see myself airing out. I'm just gonna stop playback. Am I skipping for you guys on Twitch? Yeah, I don't have the resist game open, but the resist game is a lot more. Maybe I will open it just so you can see what's going on here. I'll show you tactics game. The resist game is just like a much larger code base with a lot more stuff in it. And so I've got to rip a lot of that out. Like, which also has a lot of errors. Fucking what? Well, that was fast. Okay, so this is like the real game. This is a level from the real game. I know it doesn't look that much more real, but there's these different dungeons that you can crawl through where you have loot. And you're moving this character around. Your goal is to create chain reactions to set things off. This is the very first level. It gets like way more complicated later on when you're trying to like chain things together. Whatever. This is like a bigger tactics game. There's the concept of damage. There's the concept of direction, like attacking something from behind to do more damage, throwing things into walls to do wall damage, random levels, explosions, chaining attacks is a big part of this game. So like the idea that I don't like this level. These are some of the more experimental ones. Whatever. This is tactics game. We're not going to worry about tactics game today. Tactics game is big and there's a lot of thinking to do with tactics game. Today we're going to do this weird little block pushing game. That's what we're here for. Hey Elliot, what's up, man? So the point of this game is you are at a grocery store and your goal is to get items from the grocery store that are on your shopping list and avoid the people that are trying to cough on you. And it doesn't look like it because it looks really shitty. But that's what this will eventually be. Like this man is a disease vector, shooting disease in all directions. And if he coughs on you, that's a major bummer and you're dead. And right now restarting the game doesn't work. Basically nothing works because I've only worked on this for about 8 hours. So there's a lot to do here. But you can take your shopping cart and you can like push this disease vector guy out of your way to go get stuff. This is going to be a collaboration between me and Lucas. Oh yeah, and like he coughs on your shopping cart, and then if you touch that side of the shopping cart, you die, which is a major bummer. You don't want to die. The virus kills. That is what we're making. Now we have to make it actually work. So, hey, what's up, Oliver? Long time no see. I'm gonna get rid of all of my announcements in Discord so that I know if Lucas hollers at me. Okay. Okay. Working from home. Yeah, so is everybody, man. That is the cool thing to do right now. Alright, we're gonna make it a fun absurdist game in 2 weeks or less about social distancing. Here we go. Right now, the first thing... I'm gonna ignore that because that's horrifying. So the first thing to look at is how I have this set up. Because I copied this from a tactics game where there's chains of attacks and different things, the battle manager is a little intense. I wanted to set it up so that if you move into a disease vector, he explodes. But if you move out, he doesn't. And that's... I'm not sure why he's exploding when you move out right now. That's actually something I have to figure out. So let's look at that. That's what I was doing. Let's look at what I have for that. So for one thing, I'm not entirely sure. It appears to be set up so that I'm triggering overwatches twice. The disease vector is an overwatch. I'm like repurposing it from tactics game where there's the concept of an overwatch. So there's this overwatch that's getting triggered, and I'm triggering it twice, and I don't know why. So I'm going to just turn that off because I don't think it should be. I don't know why this code is duplicated. And I'm going to try to figure out... What sets pathing to new location? Okay, so does this ever get set to false? No, that's questionable. When you're done doing things, set. It might just be this simple. It might just be I didn't set a bool. This isn't unusual because usually when you start a game, you have to build up a lot of code, whereas what I have to do is modify and delete a shit ton of code. Oh, yeah, okay, so this was already working. I just at some point broke it by turning off that bool. Major bummer. Whoops. I have something checked out that Lucas needs. That should be fine. It can be. The beginning, there's this cathartic thing at the beginning of a project that, how do I put it? When there's no stakes and you're allowed to just delete everything with that, like, and make it pure and right, and you don't have like a looming deadline or anything like that, it's really fun. It's one of the fun things about starting a new project. I hate most of pre-production. I hate like the uncertainty. I actually am one of the few people that really does not enjoy the like blue sky uncertainty of pre-production, but I love refactoring. Like once you know what to do and you're just like that undo system in Kind, just ripping that out was really pleasant. I enjoy that quite a bit. Okay, so let's just make sure this is still working. Okay. This is a coughing gentleman. All right, so we now have the concept. Here's what sucks about the game right now. There is no undo. So as soon as you die, it's a bummer and you're dead. And then I have to close the level. Oh God. Which means I'm probably going to tackle undo right now, which is a really unpleasant thing to handle on a stream. Fixing the... It can be fun writing from scratch if you know what you're doing, though. And because it's the same thing. It's just like raw. Once you know the what and you're just doing the how, that can be really fun. Except for undo. Nobody enjoys undo. So the way I did undo in Kind was really bad. Let's think about this. Didn't expect to be doing this already. But you guys won't judge me, right? So, I want undo in the game state. No, well, I mean, I want to save. So the way undo is often done is that I'm thinking like after the action chain completes, so after all movements are completed for everything that's moved for a turn, we save the location of all of the actors, location, the rotation, and other properties that need to be saved. That's pretty standard. However, can't just get references to the actors, can I? Maybe I can. Like if you abandon a puzzle, do you really need to come back to that puzzle and have it be in the exact same state? I would say no, probably not. That's a weird thing. I mean, it's cool, but it's not really needed. So we could probably just save the actual object, even though the object is, you know, not persistent. Hey, Grimicus. Yeah, I could do that, Grimicus. I don't know. The goal is to make a game. The design has to be done by the end of the week. It's Monday. We're already losing most of Monday. I want undo to be done now. So. The battle manager knows all of the objects in the game. Hey, Belly Arms, what's up? So. Yeah, let's, yeah, this is a new project. I just described it. I'm about to do something kind of intense, so I'm going to focus on that real quick, Belly. But, hey, Jack Lance, what's up? Now that I have a face to put to the name, I don't know. I feel like you're real. Okay, I will show Jack Lance and Belly Arms what I'm doing. So, this is a really quick game jam. We're going to make this game, the design of it in a week, and the art next week. You are a character. You are a person who is trying to grocery shop, and there are people, and they are sick, and they are disease vectors. This guy's coughing everywhere, and if you get near him, he coughs on you, and then you die. of the virus. So what you gotta do, interesting how when you die, I can't continue playing. What you gotta do is like use your shopping cart to get him out of the way, but then he coughs in your shopping cart, and your shopping cart has 4 sides, and if you touch one of the sides, you die, which is a bummer, because you don't want to die. And that's the game we're making. Lucas is doing the actual levels for this. This is happening. I set him up with Unreal this morning. He's going to be on Unreal Dev by the end of the week. So, here we go. Undo is the thing I need. There's one other thing that's probably easier. Which is, when you die, why can't you go play again? Let's look at that real quick. Input action is occurring, huh? You think so? Why? Why? So the action chain is a thing that says, like, if you're moving into a tile, wait until you've moved entirely into the tile, but cue the idea that the guy's coughing and then cough. It's kind of intense because it's part of the battle manager, which also navigated like the enemy's turn and your turn and stuff. But I've ripped a lot of the turn stuff out. It is as though end action chain doesn't get called if you die. Let's test that theory. So I have a breakpoint here. Let's look at the pawn. When you die, damage. Kill character. Let's look at that real quick. When you kill the character, call died, change UI, player died. Well, yeah, that's going to be the problem, right? You have to let the action chain should end behind you, right? We should be able to hit both of these. Nothing ends the action chain. Okay, so like, sorry, action chain ended because you moved. Kill character. Hit that breakpoint. Next breakpoint. End action chain. Okay. And then yeah, tell the player controller you're done. Then the player controller should be like, yo, ignore input UI. Yeah, well, that's right. What? Okay, so oh, this is weird. So something else somehow the second time you load a level. Okay, hold on. So here's how I'm going to test this theory. If I just play a level, yes, I know, thank you. If I just play a level and then I quit and I go back in. Oh, yeah, that alone will bracket. Okay, so add breakpoint. Something is starting an action chain and never terminating it. Okay, quit. Go back, start. Wait a minute. No, maybe I have the wrong idea here. No, that's not what's happening. So, yeah, I'm starting an action chain by trying to move, so that's actually correct. The problem is the movement is never finishing. Why? All right, let's look at Sokoban. Sokoban logic node. So when I execute a move action, yeah, where's my okay, you have a dummy move action. Oh, I bet I know what it is. Maybe. So this is facing game player character 2. I think perhaps. Yeah, okay. So the Sokoban logic manager knows who the player unit is. I must set that once and then delete that pawn when I leave the level and then start a new level and not update that. That's got to be what's happening. And so then it's starting a move on an actor that's deleted and that's fucking throwing it through a loop. So let's find where I'm setting this. Okay. Lots of places I'm getting it. Where are you set? On the level manager. Set up level specific blueprints. Okay, so the first time I load a level, play around, load a level again. All right. Yeah, you're finding the shopping cart, the coffer, and the player. Finding the player, you're setting it. Okay, maybe this isn't the problem. All right, you have the player unit. Input direction, that's fine. Get me to here. You're moving. Oh, fuck. I lost you. Lost the thread. Okay, so you're here, you can move, quit, go back in. Now look at Sokoban logic. Add a breakpoint right where you start the chain. The problem is, if I leave a level and I re-enter, I can't move the character anymore. I'm trying to figure out why. Because there's a system that queues actions, so that actions can't stop on each other, and it's never getting freed up. It's getting told here to start a chain with the move action, which is correct. It's nulling out this, which is correct. Oh, okay. So here's where every time a move completes, so sometimes you're pushing multiple things and you want when absolutely everything is done completing to tell the action system to keep going. And so what I do is I set up a thing that listens for everything that's moving, and that array is empty, which is a problem. And where that array gets set, this makes sense. Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's only set once when you first create the Sokoban logic node. So that can't be where that happens. So instead, I'm gonna make a new function. Init Sokoban logic. And I won't need this little hack anymore. Init Sokoban logic should just take a tactics pawn. The Sokoban node needs to know which pawn is the one that you're controlling. Player pawn. So this is cleaner anyway. Okay, so now we have this function. And now let's go back. When you load a level, instead of just setting that, which is kind of stupid, we will init, we'll call a function to init that. I don't know what you want to call that. Object. Everything is an object. Okay. Quit level. You know, I was thinking about toilet paper, and I thought maybe your goal should be to have toilet paper, and then I thought maybe toilet paper should be a thing where if you throw it, all the people with all their disease vectors descend upon the toilet paper, which will allow you to get around. I don't know yet. We're gonna explore that. That's definitely on the list. The list of potential ideas here. Okay, so we fixed that bug. Keep it coming though. I like this, Belly. What any other ideas you got? Throw them at me. Fixing a bug for level where input is lost when reloading level. Next. Okay, we have to write some sort of undo system. What is the fastest, least bullshit way to do an undo system? Okay, what is the most... It's going to be bullshit. Okay, let me think. So in con, I just saved the delta. Oh, good. I'm getting distracted. I got Lucas Le Slo. I don't know what his real last name is, to use source control for the first time in a long time. He's learning a lot in a single day. I'm enjoying this. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Patrick. I need to be able to hear them because he needs to be able to ping me. I told him to ping me. Isn't it late there? I guess it's like 7:15. Probably shouldn't encourage him to work this late. Add a money counter that goes down per second, but adds money if you take care of the sick people. Oh, that's sweet. But we're in America, and that's not how things work here. Instead, we throw toilet paper, and the raving, disease-vectored people run at the toilet paper. This isn't utopia. This is the new reality. So, here we go. I think it would be more impactful as a game if it spoke to our shared experience. So I should... How else can I explain this? I'm explaining how perforce marks things as readable when you check them in. Also, app file. A red check mark and that file is checked out. If you see a plus, that file is marked for add. If you see a question mark, you is a bad local not marked to, what do you call it, for other people pushing and pulling, not marked to push the server. Make sure mark your new maps to for add. I don't know what you call that in other source control. Have you ever seen the American documentary Idiocracy? Yeah, we're getting there closer there every day, Grimicus. Okay, so have you used Perforce in forever? I don't know, man. It's like the only one I've ever... Well, I used Tortoise SVN in college back in the day. Okay, I actually need to Gotta go to the bathroom and I'm gonna think about undo systems. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm overthinking this. Cool. Yeah. This is easy, right? Yes. Okay. So start with the enumerator. What do I want to save? Unit state. Numerator. No, not numerator. Dumbass. Start with start with struct. Yeah, sure. Okay. So every character is gonna have a location. Do I want that in world space or do I want that grid space? Let's do grid space, I guess. Every unit has a rotation. Every unit has, should I save if it's dead? It doesn't matter, does it? No, it matters. I want you to undo death. That's actually very important, right? I don't know if I need that, so let's not do it yet. You definitely need a location and rotation. I'm gonna need to save if you have a disease vector for the shopping cart. Let's not worry about that yet. Let's just start with location and rotation. Just take it easy. Let's put this in the game state the way Unreal does, because that seems right. Okay, so this is a bunch of crap that we don't need because this is all for tactics game. So I'm gonna just clean this up by deleting everything. Like, this isn't used anymore. This isn't used in this game. Might want that. All player units. That's not like a thing, right? Is that referenced anywhere? Level update. What? Okay, so yeah, there's just a bunch of stuff. Yeah, so you don't need that. Game state. You're no longer used by anything, right? And then update unit health, which we don't need because you're not used by anything, right? Correct. Okay. So let's purge all this. Is this used by anything? I don't think it is. Get game input state. is used. What? Oh, no, it's not. How about here? No. That's definitely not used. Okay, so that's gone. Well, at least this is gone. Might want to bring that back. Okay. We can now go into the blueprint macro library. I don't think. Are you used anywhere? No. Okay. That's gone. If I compile this macro will never be used either. Good. This macro is gone. Okay, those macros are dead, which means this can die. Yeah, that's all just a bunch of shit we don't need. And our simple little game still works. And if you touch the shopping cart, you die. Okay, bummer. All right, so. Is there anything you can't do with it that you can do for code? Yes, Jack, I probably pushed it a lot further than is normal. It's extremely powerful. You can make, if you want to, you can make anything in it. There is a point where it becomes ludicrous, right? It's very difficult to refactor. You can't just move a function from one thing to another thing. Like, you have to recreate all the variables. It's just kind of clumsy. You can't merge. It's very difficult to collaborate with other people because everything's binary as soon as it's in Blueprint. So you lose things in that way. But what you gain is you never have to compile. Working is extremely fast. The turnaround between like wanting to do a thing and doing a thing is just immediate. So for prototyping, it's phenomenal. For designers, it's phenomenal. Once you get to larger systems, it does become extremely unwieldy. All of Kine was written in Blueprint. There was zero code for Kine. And that worked because I was the only person writing the code, so I didn't have to worry about doing things with other people. And in reality, I didn't refactor things when I probably should have. So that was like, hey, shit, long time no see. Calf. So there's advantages and disadvantages, basically, is what it comes down to. I love it. It is my preferred way to work. But there are things that, like on the tactics game, there's times when I'm hitting the limits of what I can do with it reasonably. I've gone beyond what's reasonable already, and it's becoming cumbersome. At times. You have to get pretty far to hit that point, though. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It is extremely powerful. I'm doing well, thanks. I hope you're doing well as well. It's a weird time. All right, but seriously though, I am going to write an undo system right now. Where's the game state? Cumbersome, too rich, or too poor? All right. Didn't know we were doing poetry here today, man. Okay, so. Can you edit blueprints while the game is running and see the changes? No, you cannot. You can edit like things on a spreadsheet, for instance, but you can't edit the actual code. There's things you can hot reload that are awesome. You can hot reload art. That's really cool. I'm procrastinating by reading the chat. I need to stop reading the chat. I'm sorry, guys, because this is actually, I think what I'm going to do is an array of structs where the array is the undo count. I did that on Kine, except stupider. It did work, kind of. I mean, it didn't work because what I was saving was the delta between each step, and also I saved that for every character rather than in one location. Because this should definitely be a struct of, like, I guess a struct of structs, really. Right. Yeah. Now, hold on. I need, well, what I need in this struct, yeah, I'm forgetting a very simple thing. So I need the object, which will be the tactics, the actual pawn. The actual pawn object, which again, this won't work across saves, but that's fine. We don't care, right? Right. Okay, so actor. So here's the reference to the actor, the location, and rotation. Yeah, this is easy. Why are you freaking out? This is fine. And then you need an array of those. Gosh, I wish it was an array of maps. No, but this is fine. If it's like an array of this struct, that works too. So we just create another struct. Which is F game state maybe. And all that is for now will be an array of all the actors. F unit state. Okay. And then in the game state, we just have all states. And this will be game state. What are you doing? Okay, an array of those. Okay, and save state. We'll simply get all actors of class tactics pawn. Just a bit of a heavy note, but you know what you're going to do. And for each one of those, let's not do this here. Let's put this in a function. Save new state. Get all pawns for each one. Local variable, current state, array, get this, add, make, okay. I'm gonna make this. Nope, wrong thing. current state is not going to be an array. So the current game state. What the fuck am I doing here? Okay, look. An actor. Get the world location. No. Get the grid space location. Get the rotation. Make a unit state. What's wrong here? Something's not right. Game state is supposed to be an array of units. Okay, that was the issue. So okay. So make a unit state struct, add it to this array of structs. When you're done doing that for every unit, make a game state struct, which is current unit states. And go to all states and add a new, this looks like a, this does not look pretty. This should theoretically work. Okay, so every time this is called, what this will do is go through all tactics pawns, and for each one it will create an funit state struct. It will add them to an array of those. When it's done, it will take that array, which is the only thing right now that is a game state struct, is simply an array of those, and it will add that array to that struct, and then it will add that to an array of those structs, whereas all states, and then all I have to do is go back through each state, and that is when I'm undoing, I'll just go pop back to a previous state. So that's what I'm doing here. Let me see what Lucas needs. I'm actually not sure on how to work with source control. I don't know what to say about that. Okay, he's typing more. It's not a question. I feel similar sometimes with puzzle script. It's fast to prototype, but quickly gets ridiculous. It wouldn't work if somebody else had to read my code. Yeah, understood. Oh, there are two considerations. I think you should submit at least every day. Not to submit whenever you have something stable. This is good because it backs up your work. So I cannot see your work until you submit. So I think you should submit at least every day. Yes. copy and paste levels. Unreal doesn't know to add that. Source control. So every time you make a new level, you will have to right-click that level in the UE for content browser and mark it for add. Let me show him. So he's got the master peep checked out. Oh, this is so cool. I'm working with people again. I don't always get to work with people. I've been alone for a while, okay? I've been working on this tactics game alone for a while. Months. It's kind of nice to work with somebody else. See? Little blue check mark. He has that checked out. Lucas Le Slo. I tried Unreal's cloth painting tools on the hair of my skeletal mesh, and now it doesn't fall the head anymore. Yeah, physics is fun. There's always a lot of interesting problem solving with physics. Godspeed, man. Good luck. Okay. So, what were we doing? We were writing an undo system. So, game state, yes. Okay, so we have the concept of saving a new state. Let's add a new concept. So this saves a state. Let's add a set to state. This is not what it's going to be eventually, but let's just do this for now to get things working. Set to state where you're going to input. Should you input an index? No, let's make this as simple as possible. Set to previous state. We are not going to have a redo in this game. You're not going to, all this does is just gets all states. When do we save? After you do an action, you save? Yes. After you do an action, you save. So when okay, so the first thing you'll do then is remove the last index from this array. The second thing you'll do is get the last index from this array, which will now be one index lower. Let's make sure last index is greater than 0. Okay, if last index is greater than 0, get last index, remove it. Now, get the new last index. Break. Yes. And for each actor, break. Set location. This is some bullshit. No, you can't just do that. Are you out of your goddamn mind? Teleport. Yeah, sorry. Set location in this way. Can I set rotation? Okay, I can set current location. And I can teleport using that. Do not do this anymore. See that? No, this isn't what it's for. This is going to trigger all the overwatches and everything. It's going to give you damage. It's going to do all kinds of things. Let's just add a new function. Update to state. We're just going to have to manually handle what happens in attack spawn. Oh, let's see what Lucas is doing. Sweet. Alright, he's got it. He's got it. Okay, update to state. So this is going to give you take a unit state. Break it. Hey, listen, what's up? I do want this part. Don't worry about this. Set the current location to this. So current location is just a 2D vector. Like if a grid is 9 by 9 and you're at like 1 by 4, this just keeps track of where you are on the grid. It's a location of where you are on the grid, a 2D vector location that has nothing to do with world space. I found it really useful to start thinking in this way after Kind, rather than always thinking in world space, where you have to constantly divide by the world units. I have 200 unit, like, Unreal units per grid tile or whatever. So, like, anyway, so this is location, it's grid coordinate location. And telling the grid manager that you're there. The void is a whole concept that's probably gonna get destroyed. Ooh, okay. Let me do keep that logic about old current location. Let's make a 2D grid coordinate. And we'll, that's fine. Set that local variable. Okay, we're gonna update the grid actor to there. So there's physically moving the pawn, and then there's telling the grid manager, which is keeping track of what is where on the grid for when I push and logic like that. There's no collision in the game or anything like that. It's all the logic for can I move here, yes or no, and if I do move here, what do I push? That's all in the grid manager. So there's kind of like the visual layer, and then there's the logic layer. So right here I'm saying go into the logic layer, update my location in that. Also set this variable, which is current location. Also, probably going to want to actually teleport the visuals. Cool if I could type, that'd be sweet, wouldn't it? You would think I'd learn that after all these years. Okay, so now we have the actual location. Next. Okay, so that's fixing your location. Now let's fix your rotation. This should be easier, right? You're always interping. Interp to current location. Yeah, just set the fucking active rotation. Alright, that's easy. So there's the variable desired rotation, and then there's the actual current rotation. And the reason I have to set the variable is because every tick I'm saying, hey, am I at the rotation I want to be at? And if I'm not, I'm moving towards it. So I'm just going to update that variable first, and then I'm going to actually move it, teleporting everything along the way. Yeah, so this should update any pawn instantly to a location and rotation based on this, what do you call it again? Struct. So, game state. So, not this, that's for damn sure. Set or state. Update to state. Okay, so when I set to previous state, getting this array of states. All states sounds like a very ambiguous variable and possibly like an insurance company. A sequence of states, undo states, undo states. Sure. Save new, undo state. Set to previous, undo state. Okay. Okay, now let's call these things. Let's see what Lucas needs. Any shortcut to move a wall while duplicating it. Alt does something weird. What does Alt do that's weird, Lucas? You hold down Alt and then you move it. Oh well, if you have the level checked out, you do. Which I can't, because he has them all checked out. Let's say I do. What weird thing does it do? I'm going to turn everybody in the Thinky Puzzle Discord into an Unreal developer. That's my new goal. One by one. Insidious. I hold Alt and it dupes. I don't know. Okay. In order to test this, I can't check out Master P, but let's do that. We'll just know that we're gonna lose this. This is gonna be called test. Test. That's what we're doing right now. Get the game state. Really? Excuse me. Fine. All right. Cast to game state blueprint. Undo. Set to previous undo state. Okay, well this is going to do nothing because we're not populating the array yet. Go to the battle manager. Every time, so there's this chain of events that occurs. Every time a chain finishes, end action chain is called. And at that moment we will get the game state. Isn't there a macro for this? Are you serious? I think you're full of shit. Where's my macros? I don't have anything that gets the game state. That seems ridiculous. Let's make one. Get game state. This is a macro. In a singleton, turns a game state. Blueprint. Game state. Game state. Cast to game state blueprint and return it. So now if I do like game state, good. See how much nicer that looks? It'd be nice if it didn't say grid manager on it though. That's kind of stupid. Where are you? Give me my blueprint macros. Placing them in the, okay. Right, shit. Aha. Double click on the map you want to be editing. If you accidentally, okay. Till it is bold and blue. So this, fuck, no, select. Okay, if you want to move something from one level to another, then click it, then right click the map to move it to. There should be an option to move it in the drop down menu. Okay. Now what? Game state, yes, you, singleton. Game state. Okay, good. Sweet. Okay. Good. Next. Battle manager. Action chain ends. Get the game state. Yes. Save. New undo state. Then go on with your life. Okay. It's quick. It probably won't work, but okay, I moved a bunch. So in game state, we got data. And if I use my sweet macro test, oh, nothing happens. Oh, that's really sad. It's at a breakpoint here. Are we getting to test? When I type in test. Oh, it's test. What the fuck? I was missing a test. Alright. Let's try this for real. Move. Test. Okay. We're hitting that breakpoint I just put in. Oh shit. Oh look. It's undo. God, it's just so easy. It didn't undo all the way though, did it? Did you notice that? Because you start here, and I moved. And now if I undo, what are you doing? Undo. It's not doing that last undo. Why? Okay. Does it have to be greater than 0? Well, yeah, because it's going to remove. Yeah, because it's not going to save the very first. There's no reason to save. Right. So I need to save the state one time in the very beginning. Where should I do that? On level load? Probably. Yeah, that seems right. In fact, definitely, I need to do something to clear it anyway, so it should be cleared every time I load a new level. So, yes, definitely. Save first, undo state. Save next. Okay. It's fine. I should do here so clear. And you'll save. And we'll call save first undo state on the level manager after you load the level where set the grid manager. Get the game state. Doing that. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, cool. Done. All right. So now what? Right. Okay, well, we can't expect people to just type in test. That's stupid. We should give them the ability to actually undo. So that'll be on the controller. I think I started thinking about this back and undo button. Get the game state. Undo set to previous. Undo state. Cool. And what is my back and undo button? Let's take a look at the settings. Back and undo. I have it set to Z, U, and also right mouse button. All right. Well, that's pretty thorough. Oh, fuck. We have undo. Ladies and gentlemen. Can we undo multiple things? We can undo multiple things. Check that out. See, here's what it's not. The disease vector. Here's the next thing. Look. See, the cart's still diseased. See, if you touch the cart, it's a major bummer. You're gonna die. So, what we need to do now is all we're doing is saving move. We're not saving health or the fact that you died. So if you grab the cart, buddy. Hey, grab the cart. What the fuck was that? Grab. We're gonna need to look at this cart grabbing after we finish up the undo stuff. Alright. But you'll notice there's like no hope here. I'll undo this. But the cart is still diseased. So we need to save how diseased the cart is, among other things. Which is pretty easy. So, because that's just a sequence of bools on the grid actor. Because I set that up in the dumbest, fastest imaginable way. So, infected. Sure. So let's go to that struct we got of unit state. Yes, what do you need, Lucas? How do I do the check-in of files I checked out previously? Is at submit time. How do I do the check-in of files I checked out previously? Is it at submit time? You just edited it. Yes. Ooh, shit. Maybe. Now I do. Yeah, Jack. I just saved the state once in the very beginning. Let's see if Lucas's internet can handle Twitch. Hey, dude, can you, I think you're here. Maybe? Maybe not. You can type into the chat in Twitch and then I'll see it here. And if you ever need to ping me, you can just ping me on Discord because I'll hear that. But for checking things in, when you check things into source control, generally you want to clump things. Source control is really useful because sometimes you'll decide you want to edit, you want to fix a bug. And then you want to just check in the files for that bug. And then you go fix a different bug and you only want to check in files for that bug. And then maybe you want to roll back all the files you had from one bug or the other. So you kind of want to clump them into change lists, right? A change list is a list of files that belong together. You know, sometimes you can't edit one file without editing a couple others. And so you kind of clump them together into a group of files. And that's your change list. And what you do is when you go to Perforce, you should see something like this, where you have your depot view, your workspace view, and you've got like, over here somewhere you should have your pending change lists. If you refresh this, you should see all the files you have checked out right now. they'll have a little checkbox if they're checked out from source control, and they'll have a little plus if they need to be added to source control. But everything that, absolutely everything will be under some default change list. The fastest way to check everything in is to click that default change list, go to submit, and then type in like, I am adding new maps to the game. Just a little note so we know what you're doing. And then you hit submit and it will submit all the files you've checked out and that you've marked for add together. Good. Sweet. Awesome. Let me know if you need anything else. So what we're doing right now is on the unit state, we're going to save the different cart hurt vectors. So infected positive X, negative X, infected positive Y, infected negative Y. These are different vectors that could be hurt. And now this is on our struct, so when we save, here's game state. Every time we save the undo state, we now have these new things to mess with. Get infected, negative X. Okay. So we're now saving that. The next thing to do is on the cart. We have, the way I'm doing this is dumb. Anytime you take damage, I think what I should do is have a function that takes a look at, basically a function that just updates art, update art to infected state. And this will just have a series of if-then statements. This is like, I'm not really crushing it with programming complexity here today, guys. It's a lot of copy pasting going on. Get infected, negative X, positive X, actually, let's just do this. Set your visibility to if you're infected. Yeah, that's like way cleaner. Okay, so this is just a function that will update the art to whatever the state is. And now I'm not updating the art and then the state separately. When I take damage, I just always update the logic, and then I call the same function, which is update art. So first update logic. Why can't I type? Then update the art. And the reason I wanted to break that out is because you derive from tactics pawn. So let's override update to state. Call your parent function. So call the tactics pawn update to state, and then update art. Let's rename this function. What? Refresh. What's going on here? Where's tactics pawn? Do you have a compile error? No. Okay, you're just being stupid. All right, so tactics pawn, yeah. And on the parent, because everything has different infected states, it's just the cart has the ability to show which side of it is infected. Set infected positive X negative Y, sure. Set infected negative X. Set infected positive Y. It's kind of ugly looking. Let's just do this. Okay. So now I grab you, move you around. Oh God, you're infected. We undo. You're uninfected. Right. Fuck. Okay. So. I guess another thing we have to undo, or state save or whatever, is let me think on this. Yeah, we need to, I mean, you can't see it right now, but there's the concept of grabbing a cart, which I did when I hit C. There's absolutely no visual indication that's happening, but I know that it's not working. I know that when I hit undo and I hold C, basically there is the are you holding the cart state. And the way I have that done right now is there's an array of actors that you could be holding, because I'm not sure if we want to have other things that you're, like maybe you're fucking dual wielding carts or some shit later, I don't know. So I have an array of actors that are moving with you. I think I need to save what you're grabbing on each turn as well. Yep. That seems to be a good idea, doesn't it? So let's go right back into here. What are we calling you? Characters currently moving. No, player and attached actors. All right. Done. No. No. What are you doing? Wrong. Where were you? I don't want to save that on every unit. That's stupid. State. So this is everything for a unit. This is everything for the game. This is a game state thing. Okay, now game state. Good. Gather all data for each unit. Okay. The level manager. Player. What? The fuck is the god unit? I thought I got rid of that. Like, I thought I got rid of that in the other game. I don't like it. Are we deleting it? Leave it. I'm scared. Okay. And it's not important. Wait. Oh, it's not on the level manager. That's what I'm thinking. Got it. Okay, so where's my game state? Right, it's in the Sokoban manager. Get Sokoban logic. This module. Player and attached actors. Okay. All right, you move, you grab the cart, you move the cart, you push the dude, he's coughing on you, it's gross. Cart's all gotten all gross. You release the cart, you walk around. Let's undo. Yeah. Yeah, that works. All right, we have undo now. And I can get rid of test, which I already did. Okay. Let's get latest and see what Lucas has been working on. Oh shit, I haven't been reading chat in a while. I'm sorry, you guys were quiet earlier, so I just kind of stopped paying attention. Also, I was kind of focusing. Adding undo to the game. Alright, what's been going on here? I'm glad you like it, Troy Dev. Sorry, I've been talking in a while. Oh, the Twitch chat just sort of broke for 30 minutes. Well, that works. I got stuff done, so it all pans out. My video is buffering. I can't even see me. So hopefully you guys can. Okay. We now have undo. Oops. I don't want to see me. That's unnecessary. Got your hair physics working? Yeah, I imagine Twitch has never been this overloaded. Like, much of everything on the internet right now. Okay. How's the game going? It's a brand new game. I started it yesterday. Project Aroid. Project Aroid. Hey, Sylvia Misaki. It's good to see all you guys again. I heard they're throttling the internet for all kinds of stuff in the UK. I don't think it's quite that bad in America yet. I mean, we have bad internet to begin with, so it's just like at a different level. Alright, I need to stand up for like a minute. And then we're gonna do the next thing. And I'm gonna think of what that next thing is. Give me a second. Okay, next thing is we're gonna show cart pushing. We're gonna give you some kind of visual feedback when you're pushing the cart. Yes. Okay. So the way you push the cart is you hit, right now you hit the C button. We're going to talk about that. That can change. I probably want to emulate something close to Untitled Goose Game. Probably need to get the controller support here at some point. Let's not worry about that yet. So right now you hit C. And this calls Frob, which is in the Sokoban. Yeah, the player doesn't know that you frobbed. So what are we going to tell the pawn? Should we call the pawn or should we call the anim tree on the pawn directly? We should call the pawn. The pawn should know not to turn anymore. Let's start with that. Because right now you're turning. How do I want to handle turning? I could set it so that the pawn never turns, the turn only happens in the anim tree. That would be interesting. There's reasons why that might be a good idea. And then the anim tree would also know the direction of the cart. It might make things more complicated, I'm not sure. Let's start with modifying what we already have rather than rethinking it. Right now we do have the concept of the fuck are you? Oh. Don't worry about that. Okay, face movement direction. Is the thing that I'm literally never setting. It's a bool that's set on like the player is set to face movement direction, nothing else is. And this is the thing that tells you when you're moving to turn. I can show you the actual logic. It's like when I set a new location, if face movement direction is true, I set a desired rotation to face the new location, which is fine. Probably get rid of all that. That'll probably just be in the animation tree in the long term. Or in like tomorrow, we'll probably change that. But definitely when you have a cart, when you're holding onto the cart, you're not going to turn. Actually, yeah, like who are we kidding with this? I know I'm gonna get rid of it, so let's just get it out of here. Okay, you don't turn anymore. See? What the fuck? Okay, we need to debug this other thing real quick. Sometimes C just straight up doesn't work. So, what could be doing that? Okay, I want to see the overwatches around the cart the same way I see the overwatches around this guy. So let's look at our AoE coffer. Let's look at the skill AoE cough. You'll see what I'm doing here is I'm spawning a kind of tube. Let's do that for the cart as well, temporarily, just so I can see what's going on. Because they use very similar logic, but the cart is breaking. So yeah, Overwatch tube. Okay, so get this. Every time removed, delete the tubes. This is gonna not be ideal, but shouldn't just be spawning and destroying actors like this. Unreal will not like it, but desperate times. I don't care about that. Let's take a look here. Well, that's not right at all. What? Coffin radius. Get the offsets. Your offsets are reasonable. Oh, maybe this? No, you just broke the thing that was working, actually, is what you just did right there. Don't fuck with the thing that's working. Oh my god, you're just breaking it more. How, what have you done? Close the editor. Nuke it from orbit. Is it okay if I link up a photo? Yeah, of the map you made? Go for it. So it would seem as Fire Media kind of flubbed the initial console release of Star Wars Jedi Knight. The poor, whoops. Those poor Switch players didn't stand a chance against the PC players equipped with gaming mice. Well, uh-oh. I don't play shooters, but my understanding is it's always easier with a mouse, right? Okay, so this is back to working again. All right, so my AoE cougher. Dude who coughs in AoE. No, you're not a player object. What are you doing? Behind him. Got confused. Okay, skill cough. You get the offsets. Which for you are these? Crab and radius is offsets as well. The same offsets, and they should be. That's probably the issue. Okay. Phew. So All right, so the tubes are moving, but the overwatches are not moving. Which means this event is getting called, but what does it mean? That's weird. You are permanently 1 unit behind. Or sorry, it's... Well, yeah, the tubes are physically attached, so that's not a really good indicator of what's going on. Okay, so yeah, this makes sense now. I don't need this tube. So I'm updating the location of the overwatches right when you're hit. I need to update them after you've been moved. Here's where I'm updating them. I'm doing it when repositioned by something else is called, or when take damage is called. I suspect repositioned by something else is the issue, because that's what's happening. So find when I called this. Okay. Okay. What are we gonna do here? I don't think I need this. Yeah, I don't think I need this function at all. Positioned. So, let's just go to when you've stopped moving. Should I do when you stop moving? Yeah, I should. Okay. And pathfinding. So as soon as you stop moving, tell the skill that you have moved. And at that point, your location is updated and everything, so you should be good to go. Good. Okay, that'll fix that. Let's see what Embryo is doing. It's your first ever level design. This is version 2, as I found out 3 hours later that my first version has design errors. Cool. That looks like a game. There's a score. There's shit that you're jumping around. There's, it looks, you know, you got your gamer pixel art, random meat, random hearts. Yeah. Feels very gamey. Got a game there, dude. You're going to have any ranged attacks, like if they sneeze and shoot the virus out a couple of extra squares. I am totally going to have that belly arms. I've already been thinking about that. That is on the list. I've heard from my boss that I've been furloughed due to one of the clients having trouble up in Denver. Damn it. Sorry, Soviet Misaki. That sucks. It's a shitty time for a lot of people. I don't know if that's any kind of comfort. It probably isn't. I feel like everybody's got a story. It's just a really stressful time too, and the stress comes out for different people in different ways. Some people get mad at their parents for like not taking it seriously, mad at the world for whatever's happening to them. It sucks if schools are closed, you have to take care of your kids. It sucks. There's nobody that this doesn't suck for. It's a really shitty time. My wedding was going to be June 6th. That's my small story. And that's like, I feel bad even complaining about it because it's like a party. I'm just bummed the party got moved, but it was like, I just got it all done. I had it planned. I planned the whole fucking thing in like 3 weeks because there's a person with a terminal illness in my significant other's family, and we wanted him to be able to make it. And so we got engaged and we planned the whole wedding really, really quickly, and we paid all the bills and we got it all paid down, and managed to get that wrapped up in a month in February. And then our wedding was supposed to be June 6th. And then that is super not going to happen because the reason why the guy has terminal illness is because he's on chemo and stuff. And so I can't exactly, the whole thing kind of backfired, which sucks. And it's hard because like I can't even really complain because that's nothing compared to some people I know. Just the number of people who are losing their jobs, the number of people that are trying to figure out how to juggle kids and their jobs, and then they feel bad about complaining. Everybody's just shitty. It's just a shitty time. But yeah, I actually I went into because I went to PAX and there was this giant outbreak near PAX at the Marriott from a different conference. And so on March 2nd, from then on, I was like, can't leave the house for 2 weeks. And then the 2 weeks lapsed and we were shelter in place in Boston. So I haven't left. I've gone on a walk every other day, somewhere away from people where I'm alone, but I haven't gone to a store since the 2nd. We are completely out of perishable goods. My significant other is going to go to Walmart later. We've put in an order for delivery a week ago. Now we can go pick it up. They've deliver to your car door kind of service. Boston got hit, nowhere near as bad as New York, but we got hit a little bit earlier than them, so we locked down a little bit earlier, I think. Oh, it's just a drag. It's creepy. It's creepy going out there. When I do go for a walk and I see all the people standing exactly 6 feet or more apart in line in front of the grocery stores and stuff, it's just weird. It's a weird time. Never seen anything like it. But yeah, it's a fun time. I do feel really connected to people though in a weird way, because it's we're all going through it together. Everybody's got their own thing they're going through, you know? You're in a small town where one of the grocery stores delivers. Yeah, that's nice. It's a good time to be in a small town. Epic offered World War Z for free. Yeah. They offer a lot of really good games. Epic's a really cool company. Doing a lot of cool shit. Alright. Let's check in the fact that we fixed this bug. And also this map for no reason. Okay. So anyway, wait. Let me look at something now. I'm just gonna make sure it does work. Right, see, it moves. Push it. See, it moves. Undo. Cool. Alright, that all works. Next thing. Let's have a visual indication that you've grabbed the stupid card, shall we? Try to ape out. That looks sweet. Let's see if this all works. Still. Player. Oh, we're not in resist, dumbass. What is this? Block pusher. Block pusher. Proxy human. That's fine. Yeah, there's so many games. Start at frame 0. Because we know what's good. File save as. No. Don't know where the hell you are. C, perforce. Block pusher. Props, proxy human. Animation. Okay, let's call this grab card. Sure. When you've grabbed the card, your arms are like this. Why not? Okay, this is you with a card. God, I haven't done stuff in so long. All of my paths are broken. I haven't like done an animation, like a humanoid animation in so long, because Kine had no humanoids. There was no reason to like do much there. Okay, so we'll call this grab card. Oh God, I don't even remember what the buttons are. View clip, export clip. Wait. From 0 to 20. Does this all still work? Export? It still works, maybe? Anims. Block pusher. Art source. Rigged props. Proxy human. Animation. Grab cart. Let's keep the folder names consistent for sanity's sake. Let's set the preview to our humanoid. Good, yes, okay. Base or rigged prop rig skeleton and a BP. Sorry. Okay. This is stuff for the other game. The idea that you can be in the void. There's no void in this game. Update grabbing cart. Is grabbing cart. Grabbing cart. This is, I could explain what this is, but whatever. Let's do a blend by bool. There's no flying in this game. Where do you see flying being moved? Okay, so now there's this interface that you can call on any animation blueprint called grabbing cart, and you can pass it a bool, and if that bool is true on this animation blueprint, it will change the animation between just bind pose and grabbing the cart, that stupid animation we just made. Now we need to call it. So we're going to go to the tactics pawn and we're going to say oh, so much crap in here I should get rid of. Set grabbing cart. Grabbing object. We might still dual build. I don't know. We're keeping our options open here. So set grabbing object. Ooh. Yeah, dark blood. Either one would have worked. The local space versus blend by bool. It would have had to convert from like, look. If I took the mesh space pose, it would have just taken another node to convert to local, because the blend by bool wants a local. And the skeletal controls want component space. And so you just want to limit the number of nodes if possible. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to pass, because yes, I could just pass a bool and that will work for now. But what I actually want to do is set the, not set desired rotation. I don't want to rotate the pawn ever. I think I'm going to do it in the animation tree in the long term. But I might want to set the object that you're grabbing. So let's just do that. Let's say you pass in an actor, the actor that you're grabbing. object. The goal here is to get everything working quickly. We only have a week to make this game. So get animation mode. No. Oh, fuck, what am I trying to get? Get the anim instance. Get the anim instance. That could be any number of things. But that's okay, because we're just going to call grab update grabbing card. Yeah, look, for now. If is valid. If I'm passing any valid object, just return that as a bool. Okay. Let's go to the Sokoban logic module. When you execute a frob action, the player unit grab, set grabbing object, none. Otherwise, yeah. Grabbing object to the character you're grabbing. Let's see if that works. Should work. I mean, it won't always look this cool. Sometimes you'll be facing this way. I gotta fix that. But at least you got some kind of update now. Oh no, don't hit the disease vector. What a bummer. Okay. Cool. Done. There's now a visual indication. Let's check that into Perforce. Adding a visual indication that you are grabbing in the shopping cart. Submit. Bitches. Okay. Let's creep on Lucas. He checked something in. I want to see what it is. Let's creep on him. We can do that. He's added 6 new files. This is very exciting. What time is it in Madrid? It's 4 o'clock, so it's gotta be like 9 or 10. Uh-oh, what'd you do, buddy? That might just be a fucked up error. That might not be true. Toggle lighting scenario. Just been clicking shit. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh, basics. He doesn't know we're looking at this. I just want to see what he's doing. Oh, you know what he needs? We have no way to win the game. There's all kinds of ways to lose, but there's no way to win. Oh, fuck. Right, yeah, we have to actually make the game, don't we? I mean, how's he gonna make levels? You can't win his levels. Fuck. Okay, yeah, sorry. I was about to, log off for a bit, but let's not. Let's add a win condition. to the game. I mean, we should at least have a winning condition. That seems pretty important. All right, so in his puzzle script version, let me refresh my memory here. Let's look at this. So, paranoid shopping. Okay, so what you gotta do is you gotta grab the cart, and then you gotta get the fruit. And then you gotta get the fuck out. Which I believe. Yeah. I could probably add the sliding technique too. How do you? Oh, right. You gotta push this jerk out of the way. Okay. So, paranoid shopping. Right. So what do we want to do here? We want... interesting. Okay. So we want you to have like a grocery list that you're checking off, right? And it's pretty trivial. But what's the right way? There's like a million ways to do this. I want to give him as much flexibility as possible, but he's not super familiar with Unreal, so it can't be like complicated in any way. Like I don't want him to have to update. Let's start with the most basic thing. There's going to be an exit. And when you get to the exit with the shopping cart, you win. And then we'll add inventory after that. Do you want that in level manager? Do you want that in Sokoban? I mean, the exit has to be an object that he places in the level. That seems obvious. But what knows about it? Sokoban logic module. Didn't I have like a thingy that I made at some point? Yeah, it's not really cool looking, is it? looks like a pretty obvious win condition. Oops, ask me later. Sorry, buddy. Okay, so what do I still have? I have a landmine from the other game. I think that's probably actually the right place to start here, because that's a thing that listens to what's on top of it and will kill you. So, like, hold on. Let's see if this still works in this version of the game. If you step on a landmine, you die. Yeah, okay. So landmine works. Okay, so let's just duplicate this. And we'll call it win condition. Or exit. Exit location object. We're going to put you in the designer placeable objects. Okay. You now exist. You're a concept. Welcome to the world. This is an exit location. Alright, let's make it look not like this. Let's hide the decal. Let's add a skeletal component. Give me target location. Your skeletal mesh, right? Yeah. Cool. Yeah, it kind of is a game jam style project, Veshwa. We're trying to do it in like a week. Okay, the win location kills you. That's the opposite of winning. Okay, sorry. So exit location. When you're triggered, don't do any of these things. When you're triggered, cast the instigating actor to the shopping cart. And if it casts, get the HUD. No, get the UI manager. And be like, hey, yo, UI manager. This cat's won the game. Complete. Level complete. Battle result. Let's make one of these. Yeah, we're not killing things in this game, so. Level data. Don't know why you even need that. Okay, so nothing happens if I move there, but if I grab the cart, I win. Okay, let's change this victory condition. Because we're not making a shooter anymore. Okay. Good. You should actually just always say victory. Zero sneezes. Hey Marcos. What's up, man? And hey Metal, long time no see, man. Alright, I'm getting tired. I've been streaming for almost 3 hours. I used to do that all the time. Why am I tired? Okay. Alright. But I am going to take a break. And then I'm going to take a break. I'm going to work out. I'm going to eat dinner. And then I'm going to get back at this. And when I get back, what I'm going to do... I will not stream. Whoops. Oh, that's fine. Whatever. To-do list. I need a new to-do list. The other to-do list is very long and horrifying. This game we will do in a week. Okay. Next thing to do is add a grocery list. Must collect groceries. Okay. I'll have that done before I go to sleep tonight. I need to think about how he's gonna do that too. Like, it should just be objects. Maybe he places objects in the game and he tags if they're required in order to win. And then I dynamically populate the grocery list based on that. That might be the easiest way. Like I'll give him a grocery object, like a grocery object. and you can place it. Will you choose from an enum, like apples and shit? Or will you define it right on the object? What's the fastest way to do this? Because I can see it, like you want to have like a grocery list in your upper left corner. And you want to get as many groceries as possible. Probably. Ideally all of them. You want to check them off as you get them. But what's the easiest way for him to work? I'm going to think on it. Think on it and I'll get back to you guys. Wow, there's quite a few of you guys today, considering I didn't stream in like a year. I stopped streaming a long time ago. I stopped streaming really, other than the podcast stuff, several months before Kine, when I was just doing like localization. I kind of just stopped streaming Kine and haven't really gotten back into the groove since. I'm not sure if I will be in the groove, but I think I'll probably stream most of development on this because it's a cute little game, and we'll bang it out, and like hopefully the design will be done within the end of the week. Art will be done next week and we'll be good. Cool. You guys have any parting thoughts before I take off for the night? So weather-like. Oh, weather's shitty. Interesting. How long is it going to be shitty? Forever. It's going to be shitty forever. Well, that's good. I have a project. No sun, huh? For the next 10 days. What a partly cloudy day. All right. Hey, Patrick. All right, I'm going to take off. I'll see you guys later. Ooh, should I haven't streamed in so long. Who should I host? Do you guys have somebody you like to watch? We should raid somebody. This is Twitter. That's not Twitch. I don't know how things work. Twitch. Nobody I know is online. It's entirely possible the people I used to watch don't stream anymore. You have 10 seconds to recommend somebody and I'll raid a random person. Just let me know. We could just find somebody, I guess. There were no recommendations. I'm taking off. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.